We've made a chicken parmo and we've made a deep dish pizza, but today we put the two of them together to make the unthinkable. A chicken parmo pizza, bitches. We gotta hurry, ladies and gentlemen. It's 10 to 3 San Diego time. We started an hour late today for reasons that I don't need to go into. Means is in November in California, we don't have a whole lot of daylight left. It goes quickly. So the plan is this: get the deep dish pizza into the oven. While it's in there, we make the chicken parmo, which finishes by broiling. So we yank the deep dish a few minutes away from being finished. We drop the parmo on top. We top it with the bechamel and some cheese. Goes back in under the broiler, and it comes out freaking magnificent. I think it's going to be ridiculously delicious. It really is. And I'm making a small one. It's a 7-inch cheesecake pan that lets the deep dish come out easily for two reasons. One, because it's going to be so rich, you only need a small slice. And two, when I ordered this on Amazon, I wasn't really paying attention. I just bought a small one. I thought it was bigger. You know, objects in mirror are larger than they appear. Objects on Amazon are larger than they appear. That's what 7 inches looks like. Oh, well. Let's start with our sauce. Really quick, delicious little tomato sauce. So, cooking onions in a little oil. We'll add a little garlic to this. And when I say a little, I mean a little. Because of our 7-inch pan, can't take that much. Tiny little splash of that. Squoosh it around.
You and the squooshing.
Well, I didn't mean squoosh, I meant mix it around. And after a minute or so, when the garlic gets very fragrant, we're gonna add our San Marzano tomato puree. This is a shortcut. We talked about this This is a shortcut that we talked about a while ago. I'm super happy with this stuff. It's gonna make us a beautiful sauce very quickly. So we wanna bring this up to temp. We wanna simmer this a little bit, but it just gets a couple things. Gonna get a little pinch of salt and pepper, a little sugar, which is a common component when making any tomato-based sauces because the tomatoes can be a little acidic. And last but not least, I like to add a little balsamic vinegar for that little acidic punch, lots of extra flavor, and just straight deliciousness. So we'll bring that to a simmer, turn it down a bit, and meanwhile we'll crack on with our crust, as the Brits would say, even though this is not British in the least.
Well, Parmo.
Oh, the Parmo part. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, sorry.
Just half British.
Sorry, half British. We'll crack on with our crust. Because we're short on time, I wanted to buy the pizza dough already made in a ball. But the supermarket only had absolutely rock-hard frozen ones. And I've already said we don't have a lot of time today. So I had to punt. And I got the store-bought one of these roll ones. It's going to be fine, everybody. We've done it before. Listen. I'm making the chicken parmo. I'm making the pizza, the deep dish pizza. I don't have to make the dough myself. I know how. Everybody's seen that. So let's just roll this out. Spread this guy out and see how it fits our pan. Cool. So cut, take out. Honestly, these things are pretty darn handy if you haven't let them out too long to get soft, because that's when you'll get effed up. Then they become difficult to deal with. Well, we're doing okay. Oh, I don't think we're gonna have to do any extra rolling. I think this guy's gonna fit. Here's my pan. That looks fine, right? Open it up all the way, and there we go. I think that will lay in here and come up the sides beautifully. So this is non-stick, but I'm still gonna give it a spray because the last thing I want is trouble right here in River City. All right, let's try and do this. Boy, I feel like this is when I'm gonna have trouble. All right, so we'll go like this over the top. And now we want inside, of course. So you're gently pulling the edges up to let this inside. So just pull up a bit, and we want to press down. We want to get down into the corners, right? Don't worry about the excess right this second. We're gonna deal with that in a minute. But now when we're down like this, relatively even all the way around, near the edge all the way around, and we'll come in with some cheese. And the cheese will be flat mozzarella. I know the traditional thinking for pizza is that cheese goes on top. Well, the deep dish Chicago style is not like that. This goes on the bottom, Tommy. Well, I would give a book to anybody that could reference that quote, even though I didn't do it the right way. Well, you just gave it away to people.
Oh, okay. Well, if we really want to put it in, then I'll bleep myself then.
Does
and
anybody
make it so
know? I just
And I think I called it.
it's just okay. Now that I've got that layer, I'm going to add one other layer. I want this thing to be uber cheesy. So, how's that? This is some beautiful shredded mozzarella. And while we're here, let's get our sauce, shall we? Whoosh. Whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh. Nice little layer of our sauce. So I don't know, you may be saying, gee, Sam, I know it's only a little baby 7-inch pan, but why are you not filling it up to the top? Well, don't forget, my friends, we're putting a chicken parm on top of this.
Parmo.
Don't forget, my friends, we're putting a chicken parmo on top of this. Don't forget, my friends, we're putting a fucking parmo on top of this, whatever the hell it is. Idiot. Last but not least, a little finely shredded Parmesan. How's that? Now we take our perfect little paring knife here, and we'll just right around the edge, like this.
Yes, that's the Sam the Cooking Guy paring knife.
Oh, look, there it is. There's the logo.
It's available so soon.
So soon. How soon? Kelly's favorite knife, by the way. Should have named it after her. This is good, okay? I don't need to do anything else here. But take this away, put it in the oven. In the oven, 400. It's gonna take probably 25-ish minutes. But we're gonna watch it because the parmo's gonna go back on top at the end to be broiled. So we don't wanna overdo the deep dish and then add the parmo for broiling, right? It's kind of a two-step process, gotta be like that. But here's our chicken breast that we gotta get parmo-ized so we can deep fry it and then get it on top of that baby. So, you know my deal, I like a little oil on both sides. In my mind, it keeps this from shredding and just flattening nicely. In my mind, it keeps them from just shredding. In my mind, it keeps it from shredding.
Wait, in your mind or does it actually?
Can we just do this, please? We're running out of daylight. Then you use your pounder that someone lovingly gave you. Now, here's the thing. I don't want this too thick. And don't forget, the breading's definitely going to add to it. I kind of want this to fit across the top of that thing, so I'll try and get it. Oh, God.
You're scared that it's too big for your little pan.
Why don't you just leave me alone with my little pan? Like, I want this guy to fit beautifully on top, so I think this will do it. Okay, dredging station like normal. 1 bowl flour, 1 bowl egg, 1 bowl breadcrumbs. We're gonna season the flour with smoked paprika, cayenne, onion powder, salt and pepper. We beat the egg, and then the chicken goes into the flour, into the egg, into the breadcrumbs, and then we're ready to fry. And when your oil's at 350, you bring your little guy over, and in it goes. When you're not using a deep fryer, ladies and gentlemen, when the item you're frying is not completely covered, like this is called shallow frying. And this won't take long. I think we'd all recognize a beautifully cooked piece of chicken for a chicken parm. Well, that's where we're headed. It's maybe 5-6 minutes total. Okay, let's flip it. Poor Astro, somebody's ripping his fingers off. Those little hairy fingers. Okay, we can let that finish. I'll take it out in a couple of minutes, but let's begin our bechamel sauce, shall we? Our bechamel begins with about a tablespoon of butter. And as it's melting, we'll throw in a little garlic. That would be a lot more comfortable for me if Max would just move, but oh no, he can't. He has to be right up in my ass. And now, because we're making a roux, once the garlic has become super fragrant, tablespoon of butter.
Tablespoon of flour.
We'll follow up with a tablespoon of flour. We'll mix this. Look at that. That as dry as the desert. You just take this out.
Oh my god. Ew.
I spilled oil in the grill. Ready?
Yep.
Chicken beautiful. Chicken coming out. Right there. Let's finish the roux. And now we come in with butter.
What? Milk? You calling everything butter?
Wow. And
The
now
butter's butter, the flour's butter, and so is the milk.
and now we come in with some milk. And when the clumps of flour, stop it. When the clumps of flour start to break up, you'll see this is going to get thick like that. So add a little bit more butter. I mean milk, I'm kidding. Okay, I like a little salt and pepper in here. Wow, this is gonna be amazing. Like really amazing. And what you want is you want this thickness. You'll see better with a spoon. This is what we're going for. That, because this is going on top of our chicken. Okay, this is ready, chicken's ready. The deep dish is ready. Let's bring it back out, put it together, put it back in, let it cook, bring it out, eat it, and we're good. Here it is. It's lovely, isn't it? I know, it doesn't go all the way up to the top. The chicken's going in there. Everybody calm down. Just calm down. There's our little buddy. Smells amazing. Let's bring our chicken over, lay the chicken on top. Uh-oh. Somebody made this too big. Who would have done that?
Chance.
I like that shit. Now I gotta watch it, what I have to do. Damn it.
Oh. Wait, hold on. But really though, you're
What?
gonna cut off the ends?
Well, don't forget the wall is gonna hide it. And then there's bechamel going on top and cheese. You want me to cram it in?
No, no, no.
Okay, so after a 2.5-minute conversation about Max not wanting this to happen, it has to happen. Because it's just barely gonna fit, man. There we go. How's that? Is that okay? You okay with that? Watch this. Watch what I'm gonna do here for you. I'm gonna take this little wedge, stick it right there. And I'm gonna give you and Chancey a bite of chicken.
Why, thank you.
Thank you.
See, I didn't even take one. That's how mag-fricking-nanimous I am. Now we come over with our bechamel and we just pour. Wow. Can you smell this? Boys, can you smell the bechamel?
Oh yeah.
So the idea was to put it under the broiler and get it all beautifully melty, but I forgot. I've got this. It's more fun. And then I don't have to worry about burning so much crust. Here we go. So the goal is simple melting cheese. Look at that. Oh, it's fantastic. And now what you want these little dots of color coming up. Like that. And like that. And like that. If Astro wasn't fucking barking, you'd hear it sizzling. Well, I'll be honest, I'm very excited to cut this. Let's just have a quick look at it, shall we? And I brought in a big dog knife to cut this because I felt like I needed it. I didn't have anything big enough. That's what she said. Ah! Isn't that your line, Max? So should I just cut it? Should I just go for it?
I think so.
I don't know how to do this. I mean, I don't want it to shatter. God, I'm scared. I'm honestly almost scared. Look at this gooiness. Yum. Let me just try this. Well, there's absolutely no good way to do this. Look at the bechamel. It's just like busting out the side over here. But it's deep, it's cheesy, it's Parmesan-y, and it's tremendous. The chicken is so tender. Look, this is something you should not eat too much of. Hence, the little size. Oh my God. All right. Thanks for. Sorry, one more bite. No paper towels. It's an unholy combination of deliciousness. This is really what it is. You want to try it. You really do. Go check the Parmo video. Make that. Then come back and make this. What the hell? Make this. Then go check that one out. Whatever you do. Just make something. Don't eat the same thing all the time. Right, boys?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, thanks for being here. Subscribing, liking, commenting. What is it? Smashing that notification bell for Max. Every time you do, he gets a little twinge of happiness in